this 10-minute yoga flow, we'll need 2 blocks. Coming into child's pose with the knees as close or as wide as we'd like, forehead resting on the mat or on a block, arms out long, breathing deeply in and out through the nose. Making our way into all fours, hands and knees, for cat and cow. Continuing to breathe in through the nose as we gaze up toward the sky, high pointy tail. Exhaling out through the nose as we round the spine, drop the head and tuck the tail. Flowing with our breath, pressing the palms firmly into the mat, middle fingers forward, thumbs in towards each other, sealing all of the fingerprints and the index knuckle into the ground. Feeling our elbows unlock as we spiral our biceps forward, protecting our shoulders. As we find our way back to neutral, we'll inhale the right arm and left leg parallel to the ground. Exhale, return. Switching sides, left arm, right leg. Exhale, return. Flowing through alternate spinal balance. Inhaling as we lengthen. Exhale as we ground down. Reaching our hand forward with the thumb scraping the ceiling. Lengthening the leg back like we're making a footprint on the wall behind us, all the while staying level through our hips, steady through the torso, gazing down at the mat. As we finish, we'll sink back towards child's pose with knees and feet hip distance, arms out long. Inhaling forward to a kneeling plank, slowly lowering the chest down to the ground, sliding the hands forward so the elbows align directly beneath the shoulders. For Sphinx pose, we'll lift the heart, gently tuck the chin, as we draw the shoulders down and back, legs long and active on the mat behind us. And as we lower down, we'll bring hands by the bottom ribs, pushing the floor away, tucking under the toes as we lift knees and hips into downward facing dog. Inhaling up high on the toes. Exhale, sinking the right heel as the left knee bends. Inhaling toes. Exhale, sinking the left heel as the right knee bends. Once more on each side. Inhale, toes. Exhale, right heel down. Inhale, toes. Exhale, left heel down. Coming up high on the toes one last time, and then moving the heels just as close as they want to go to the mat today. As we walk our feet toward our hands, we'll find standing forward fold, and then clasping opposite elbows for ragdoll. Maybe shaking the head, yes. Shaking the head, no. Gently pendulum swinging the upper body from right to left. Coming back to center, releasing the elbows. Placing the hands on the shins as we inhale into halfway lift, lengthening from tail through the crown. Exhale, bowing out over the legs. And then reverse swan dive, arms out, around, and up. Closing at Tadasana, mountain pose. As we inhale, we'll circle sweep the arms out, around, and up. Swan diving out over the legs. Sliding the hands up to the shins for halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Stepping the right leg back into a lunge, knee down on the mat. Finding a block with each hand as we melt the shoulders down away from the ears. Pushing the blocks out of the way, sliding back into kneeling plank, lowering the chest to the mat. Inhaling, baby cobra, fingertips lightly skimming the mat. We'll lower down, pushing the floor away, tucking under the toes, lifting knees and hips for downward facing dog. Option to instead come into child's pose. If we're in downward facing dog, we can lift the right leg high up to the sky for three-legged dog. And then let's all bring the right foot up between the hands, back knee down, block under each hand. As we tuck under the back toes, we'll float forward into standing forward fold. Sliding the hands to the shins for halfway lift. Exhale, bow. Inhale, reverse swan dive, arms out, around, and up. Closing at Tadasana, mountain pose, hands at heart center. Inhale, circle sweep, arms out, around, and up. Swan diving over the legs. Halfway lift, drawing the belly button toward the spine. Exhale, bow. Stepping the left leg way back into a lunge. Once again, block under each hand. As we push the blocks out of the way, we'll come into kneeling plank, lowering to the mat, inhaling into baby cobra, feeling the chin draw toward the throat as we maintain length in the back of the neck. Lowering down, we'll push the floor away, tucking under the toes, lifting knees and hips, downward facing dog. Option to come into child's pose. And if we're in downward facing dog, we can lift the left leg to the sky behind us for three-legged dog, opening up the hips. And let's all bring the left foot up between the hands, back knee down on the mat. Once again, finding our blocks so we can lengthen the spine, rolling the shoulders down away from the ears, opening through the front of the chest. Tucking under the back toes, we'll step forward, standing forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, deep fold. Reverse swan dive, arms out, around, and up. Closing at Tadasana, mountain pose. We'll circle sweep the arms out, around, and up, clasping the left wrist as we pull gently to the right, feeling the feet equally rooted into the ground, looking down, forward, or up, whatever feels good on the neck. Inhaling center, exhaling back to Tadasana, mountain pose. Second side. Inhale, circle sweep the arms out, around, and up, clasping the right wrist, pulling gently over toward the left, feeling the weight even in both feet as the tailbone draws down toward the heels. Inhaling up to center. Exhale, returning to Tadasana, mountain pose with palms at heart center. And this completes our 10-minute gentle flow.